Hey there, I'm Cara Pryor, president at James Publishing, co-founder of James Marketing Amplifier. I spend most of my time these days talking to attorneys about how to materially improve their marketing results. That's why I'm super excited for today's session, which is all about showing you proven law firm marketing campaigns. And it's true, as a lawyer, you don't need to be inventing new digital marketing tactics. You simply need to catch up to the rest of the online marketers, sort of outside law, and adopt what is already proven to work for them. And really the vast majority of the small law firms that I speak with lag so far behind with their marketing that if you simply employ what have sort of become standard inbound marketing techniques, you'll really vault ahead of your competitors and certainly increase your flow of qualified leads as well as your flow of new clients. And the beauty of inbound marketing is that you create campaigns one time and they deliver leads and clients for years and years to come. So in this concise 30-minute session, we're not going to waste your time. We're going to get down to business. I'll walk you through the 4 most important campaigns to set up at your firm. And I'll actually show you complete examples for multiple specialties and show you kind of exactly how those work. Then, if you do want a program that automatically provides and delivers these campaigns for you, I'll quickly show you our affordable and simple new campaign automation software. It's called Marketing Amplifier System. It comes preloaded with content branded for your firm that impresses and nurtures your prospects, welcomes and reassures your new clients, keeps you top of mind and referable with past clients, and also demonstrates your expertise to professional contacts and other referral sources. So also wanted to mention, if you stick around to the end of this webinar, we'll be sure to email you a link to our book, Tough Times Content Templates. I think you'll find it quite useful. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. Part 1, impress and nurture your prospects. Don't expect a prospect to jump from a 3-line Google listing to retaining you, right? Too many lawyers, they really rely on simplistic and ineffective marketing techniques. Relying on a few words in a Google ad or listing to generate your calls leads to lots of unqualified leads, prospects who tend to be lawyer shopping, and really an overall kind of low conversion rate. So instead, you should be walking your prospects step by step through your educational marketing funnel so that when they come to the end of the funnel, they, 1, understand their legal issue and how it can be addressed, of course, but 2, they want you specifically to solve their legal problems. As you can see on the screen, your prospect has a major legal issue. For instance, their finances are collapsing. A parent has COVID, might not survive, has no estate plan. They are in the hospital after an accident. Their marriage is falling apart. They were arrested and jailed. Do you really think that they're going to put their legal life in your hands after reading just a few words on a Google ad or listing? Of course not. So I will now walk you through a 4-step process for really designing and creating your own educational marketing funnels. So let me show you that now. Step 1, identify and target several what we call micro niches. The big advantage to targeting a niche audience is that your offer stands apart, right? It's unique. Everyone wants to hire a lawyer who has successfully handled and ideally specializes in their exact legal problem, right? Of course. So, for example, a business owner whose marriage is collapsing has special concerns. Will he have to sell the business in order to divide the marital estate? Or will his ex become a hostile shareholder and director who battles him at every board meeting? If you speak to those concerns, specifically to those concerns, when a business owner sees your educational materials, you'll certainly stand out from every other divorce lawyer. And the same targeting of these sort of micro audiences can certainly occur with every specialty. Simply select some categories in which your sort of ideal clients cluster around. Here are some examples on the screen of kind of narrowing your audience in other areas of practice. So in bankruptcy, an example is laid off workers nervous about losing their homes. Estate planning, worried about the pandemic and without trusts. Personal injury, accident victims with brain injuries. Family law, business owners facing divorce. Criminal defense, a possible topic could be truck drivers with DUIs. So ideally, you will pursue sort of several different audiences within your given specialty. Moving on to step 2, offer educational materials aimed at your micro niches. We use booklets and books to attract and educate prospects, but easier to create checklists, pamphlets, even videos can work really, really well. The trick is really in the targeting. So you need to address key concerns. What are the micro audience's biggest fears? Again, losing a home, having the kids fight over the estate, not being able to pay medical bills, having a disgruntled ex as a business partner, losing a license and livelihood. These are the topics that you need to zero in on and identify. But once you've identified these desirable niches, create some content that explains how their top worries can be eased. So we list some topic ideas on this slide for you to see now. As we said, so here's potential topics: bankruptcy, laid off and worried about losing your home. Read this free booklet. Estate planning, is your estate secure if COVID strikes? 4 steps to take now. Personal injury, a potential topic could be the brain injured can require medical care for years. How to cover the costs. Family law, your divorce could require you to sell your business or not. Learn what makes the difference. Criminal defense, does a DUI have you worried about losing your commercial license? Watch this video now. So on the next slide, I want to show you a sample of a video. So here's a sample of a video. I'll play just a few seconds of it so you can get the sense of it, but take a look at what I'm talking about with this video sample.
You were involved in an injury accident, and suddenly, through no fault of your own, everything has changed. You cannot work in the same way you used to. You have medical bills to pay and complicated insurance issues to sort out. It's no wonder you're feeling overwhelmed. That's where we come in. We are knowledgeable and experienced personal injury lawyers. If you were
Okay, so that was one sample of a video. On the next slide, I'll show you, let me click through. So here's a look at a few infographic examples as well. So you'll see these 3 samples: how insurance companies work, the one in the middle, key events in typical Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 bankruptcies, and the one on the right, requirements for legal wills. So, infographics are a great way to convey a lot of information in a graphical, sort of visually appealing way. So infographics make for, another great lead magnet kind of to use. Okay, so moving right along to step 3, create a funnel that connects, qualifies, and offers a solution, right? So now that you have a prospect's interest in the information you provide, it's time to steer some of them to setting an exploratory appointment with you. That's the goal, right? But what you don't want is to sort of, waste time speaking with unqualified prospects. So it's important to ask a couple multiple choice questions, qualifying questions about the sort of degree and urgency of their legal issues. So you can really prioritize that follow-up and the urgency of that follow-up. Send the qualified prospects to a thank you page that provides a link to your digital calendar so they can self-set right on your page, while sending the unqualified to a thank you page without a calendar link. This really helps segment those qualified and unqualified leads. To get even more appointments, you could add a request to call to your list of multiple choice answers and actually have a team member call those folks ASAP. Here's a look at the type of funnels we build for our subscribers. This is a pretty good example. Your offer should lead to a simple and targeted landing page like this one that, again, collects contact information and asks a couple of qualifying questions. You can see here, there's the landing page, and we're just asking for simple contact info, and at the end saying how immediate is your legal need, and gathering that response is super helpful in follow-up. And then here's a look at the thank you page. Again, your thank you page should, 1, point out that the information provided is necessarily sort of general, but that you are available for a personalized appointment, a personalized discussion. But then 2, provide a link to your digital calendar, again, so that your visitors and prospects can schedule with you or someone in your firm right from this thank you page. Okay, step number 4, nurture the undecided. This might be the lowest hanging fruit in the presentation, so make sure you take special notes here. Too many lawyers abandon the prospects who don't immediately set appointments. This is a big mistake. I mean, folks who have downloaded your information or otherwise contacted your firm, those are the prospects that are prime. Those are the folks that you should be reaching out to on a regular basis in a systematized way. So a portion of them will eventually sign if you stay in touch with content that's helpful, demonstrates your expertise, it's educational, adds value, and really just shows that you're ready to help throughout the process. These folks, they might need more persuading or simply kind of need some time to decide to take action. But if you abandon them, they're likely to look elsewhere. So the highest ROI campaign you can put in place is a lengthy prospect nurturing series. We use an educational series of emails that includes anywhere from 18 to 20 letters. Some are lengthy, but all are educational. Your series, certainly doesn't need to be that long, but make sure that you are regularly nurturing your undecided, your unsigned leads. Super important. I can't stress that enough. So here's an example of a way that you can set up a resource page on your website to offer those visitors who may not be quite ready to book a consult or give you a call, but rather they're really looking to get their questions answered, gather more information. Here's a look at a resource page that you can collect those visitors' contact info and nurture them along until they're ready to hire you. Otherwise, these folks will leave without a trace. So having a lead magnet and having these options for educational materials on your site can be a real game changer in your marketing. Moving on to part 2, welcome and reassure your new clients. Do your new clients feel temporarily abandoned? I hope not, but put yourself in your client's shoes, right? You just signed up with an attorney you don't know. How long until some visible work product appears? Too many lawyers sign and then sort of ignore the entirely predictable buyer's remorse that can arise due to the time gap between retention and when visible work is actually done. So your firm may be working hard on the client's new matter or on the client's behalf, but can the new client kind of see that work? How do they know progress is being made? That's what's important to think about, is really put yourself in the shoes of your client. They're wondering what's being done, if anything is being done. So what's the solution? Fill the gap with reassurance content. So this is another collection of write once, use forever content. Pretty cool, right? We use a welcome kit and a series of educational emails to avoid that new client buyer's remorse that can sometimes set in. We recommend an introductory package, a welcome package that makes a really strong first impression, and then a 12 to 15 letter series that educates your client, automatically sent out so that you're not required to manually send this communication, of course. But the welcome kit includes informative booklets, a practice brochure. It should include a cover letter that sort of describes, what the process will look like, what will happen next, what will be expected of your client, and so forth. And the reassurance series is a series of emails that explains the work being done and, again, what lies ahead kind of at every phase. In both, be sure to detail the work that your firm is doing and what challenges need to be overcome. So your new client will be reassured that all is unfolding sort of as it should, and will certainly gain respect for the difficulty of the job and the job that your firm is really performing. So the more you can educate your new clients, the better. Here's a look at a sample welcome kit, again, that includes informative booklets, a practice brochure, a cover letter. Yours doesn't need to include this much content, but having something prepared to welcome and kind of inform those new clients is critical. Part 3, stay top of mind and referable with past clients. When was the last time your past clients heard from you? Can you remember? On average, each week we speak with dozens of lawyers and attorneys, of course, about their marketing. Most have no process in place for contacting past clients. Some don't even maintain contact information. This is a huge opportunity. They don't stay in touch with their past clients, so they're quickly forgotten. Obviously, this is a major marketing mistake. Past clients can help you in so many ways, from providing constructive feedback and positive online reviews to recommending you and referring you to their friends and family. So periodic calls to past clients are really the most efficient and effective way to gain business and referrals from past clients. But few lawyers that I speak with have time to call their past clients on a regular basis. So for the most kind of the best technique for staying in touch is to send a monthly newsletter. That's what we recommend. So if sent digitally, readership will be lower than print, but so will the cost. So consider your resources. But either way, a newsletter, ideally monthly, is the best way to stay in touch. Certainly, if you don't have the bandwidth or the time to create a newsletter every month, you could certainly create it quarterly, but try to stay on a regular, consistent schedule so that you're able to see that consistency kind of pay off. And what we do is we use smarter living content for our past client newsletters. We kind of save the legal oriented content for the newsletters we send to professional contacts, but I want to show you a sample here on the next slide. So here's a look at some sample past client newsletters. The whole point of the newsletter is you want people to actually read it, right? You don't want their eyes to just glaze over when they see it. You want them to spend a few minutes with it each month that it's produced, perhaps even share it with friends or family. So what we do is provide a nice mix of content. Certainly, smarter living tips, financial advice, seasonal articles are popular. Recipes. So anything to kind of create that nice mix. Certainly, if you have anything interesting happening in your personal life or the personal lives of one of your staff members, slotting that kind of content in is great as well. A big case win. Anything you want to share, the newsletter is the perfect place for that, and really a great way to stay in touch with your past clients for referral purposes. So starting with part number 4, demonstrate your expertise to professional contacts. A newsletter is also, it's the most efficient way to stay top of mind with professionals. It really is. Building referral relationships with professionals is a long-term game. That's important to remember. For our lawyers, we've set over 400 appointments with local professionals interested in discussing a referral alliance. So we have substantial expertise in this area. Even with nudging, it really is hard for these lawyers to stay in touch with their new referral partners. In addition to supporting them with booklet and book giveaways, we provide a substantive monthly newsletter, finding that is the most effective and really efficient way to build and maintain positive relationships is that monthly newsletter. And then in addition to keeping the lawyers memorable, the newsletter also demonstrates expertise, right? So a steady drip of specialty-specific kind of informational content builds confidence in the recipients that you know in your area. So if your referral network is growing, which it certainly should be, then you need an efficient way to remain memorable. And a substantive newsletter provides that regular contact and steadily builds your reputation as a lawyer with specialized expertise. So newsletter, great way to keep in touch with those professional referral sources as well. So here I want to show you some samples of the potential professional newsletters targeting professionals. You can see on this slide here, and then I want to show you one more sample. So one more sample on this page. Again, keeping in touch with your referral sources is key. Newsletter, a great way to do that as well. Okay, so if you want help implementing these campaigns, we do have an automated Marketing Amplifier program. So let me quickly demo that program for you. I'll take you through the system just quickly so you can get a really good sense of what we offer. So as a legal book publisher for nearly 40 years, content is really what we hang our hat on here. We believe great marketing starts with great content. So it's certainly the foundation of this Marketing Amplifier program. We currently offer the program in 7 core specialties, as you can see on the screen: bankruptcy, business litigation, criminal defense, estate planning, family law, personal injury, as well as Social Security disability. So as our subscriber, first and foremost, you gain immediate access to our massive library of branded consumer books, booklets, and brochures in varying areas. We have dozens and dozens of these branded booklets for you to use and access. As long as you're our client, you're essentially licensing the content from us, so you're really free to use it in any way that you wish, but we do put the content to work for you in some very specific ways. So let me show you some examples. So one of the first things we like to do is add what we call an FAQ pop-up to your website. So here's an example here. So simply what you do, the FAQ pop-up offers a link to an educational booklet. So if you scroll down to the bottom of the page where you see download our free ebook, 56 FAQs about personal injury claims. If a visitor were to click there, up comes this pop-up. You have questions about your injury claim, we have answers. So here we install this on your site, very simple. We just provide your web developer with one snippet of code and it's live on your site. We ask in exchange for contact information and the answer to one qualifying question in exchange for this lengthy, beefy FAQ booklet to be delivered. And then we're able to nurture those prospects along, which I'll get to in just one second. Another item that we add as part of the program is a resource page. So you're looking at a live sample of that now for one of our estate planning clients. Go up to the top nav under resources, click on estate planning resources. Up comes this incredibly comprehensive branded page, resource page that offers, I'll scroll through here, offers booklet after booklet in exchange for contact information. You're providing these educational, highly valuable booklets and books to your visitors, because it's important to remember that there's a group of your visitors, your website visitors, quite possibly a large group, who again just aren't quite ready to book a consult or give you a call, but perhaps looking to get their questions answered. So these lead magnets are a great way to capture contact information for those folks who would kind of otherwise leave without a trace, and then we're able to help you nurture them along until they are ready to hire you. So all of your branded materials are housed within our super simple to use content sender portal, which is what you're looking at now. This section, your library, houses all of your assets. It's broken down, as you can see, by category for prospects, for new clients, for past clients, as well as professionals. You can click on the subcategories and scroll through all of your dozens and dozens of books and booklets. You can send one-off emails that include a link to these assets. You simply enter the recipient's email address here, hit send, and it's as simple as that. But where the real automation of the program comes in is with this client life cycle that you're looking at now. All of your prospects can be automatically fed into this prospects column, or you can add them individually. And once contacts are in this column, that triggers a lengthy educational drip nurturing series that again nurtures those prospects along until they are ready to sign. And once they are ready to sign, once they do retain you, you simply drag and drop their nameplate like so into the next milestone, into the new client milestone. That removes them from the previous campaign and automatically triggers the welcome and reassurance series that we discussed prior. And then once the case is wrapped, you're ready to just keep in touch with those clients on an ongoing monthly basis with your newsletter for referral purposes. You drag and drop the contact into past clients, and that happens automatically. Very little action required on your part to trigger these super powerful automations. Our team has spent a ton of time ensuring that your clients receive the most relevant content at the best times, and it's all automated through this system. Okay, back to the slide, just to recap quickly. Our massive content library, print and digital, includes 100 to 300 page book, fully branded in your firm's name, of course, dozens of educational booklets in your specialty, newsletters for both past clients and professional referral sources, as well as automated sends to prospects, new clients, and past clients. Includes a shock and awe package, nurturing series to prospects, welcome and reassurance series to new clients, smarter living newsletters to past clients, substantive newsletters to professional contents, and all again sent with a single click through our automated software. So I encourage you to take the program for a spin. It's just $1 for the first 30 days. Great way to try it out. After the first 30 days, it's $2.95 per month. That includes everything that I just demoed for you. Month to month, no long-term commitment, but $2.95 after your your $1 30-day trial. So if you're interested in learning more about the program or just want to talk to me about your marketing, I'd love to chat. You can see my contact information there at the bottom. My direct line is 714-434-5926, or you can email me, set up an appointment, set up a time that works good for you. My direct email is kprior, KPRIOR @jamespublishing.com. I really look forward to talking to you. Thank you so much for your time. You'll receive a full recording of this webinar as well as the free book. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful day.